Hi, I'm Mark Lopez.
And I'm Thomas Ouellette.
And this is The Power of Four.
So
How are you?
My whole thing was I was gonna cough every time you said something.
I wanted to do like really quiet because you did yours really loud.
Oh yeah. So just like this joke, Mark messes up everything in my life.
Not everything.
Most of it. No,
I'm kidding. I agree.
I'm kidding. So how are you doing this week, Mark?
I'm doing pretty good. Pretty easy, pretty mellow.
That's good.
Okay.
What?
What about you?
Just what if
I love how fast you do.
I want to end every sentence I say with a really powerful last word, have a good day.
All right, cool. So then, what about you?
It's pretty good. They gave me some super crazy hours of work. Well, crazy for a guy who goes to school and also does work. They gave me 24 hours in 3 days.
Okay.
So that was pretty tough to work, but I had some really cool people help me take a few hours off that. Yeah. So that was nice.
Do you go to school next Monday? Because of
I go to school
and I go on,
Monday. Okay, so for those of you listening, we have next week is a Thanksgiving week. Mm-hmm. So we go to school Monday, Tuesday, and the rest is blocked out. We don't even have a full week off.
Which still sucks. I
hate
it. I honestly hate it.
It's very disappointing. But hey, hurricane's gonna.
That's true. Are you doing anything specific?
For Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
I was eating food, probably working.
Yeah.
Trying to the Black Friday deals.
You're right about that. We'll be there. And yeah.
All right.
So
All right.
I'm gonna leave.
All right, that's it. See you later.
So for today's episode, we have the incomparable Chardanae-Johnson Gonzalez. Incomparable, bro. The only one. No. I used that right. I used that word right. Okay, go ahead. No, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. While he looks that up, how are you doing?
I'm good.
That's
great.
Fantastic. I haven't seen you since we graduated.
Yeah, since graduation that day.
Mm-hmm.
I just disappeared.
Yeah, you were. I was
sick. I was gone.
It checks out.
Oh, thank you. See, I knew. You were sitting right in front of me because you were G. I was L. I remember.
And I was so bored. I was trying to talk to everybody.
Yes, because it was just so boring.
Wait, which class?
This was our graduation ceremony.
Oh, that.
And she was sitting right in front of me, and I remember, I think Miss Latour, I don't know who was next to us. I think it was Miss Latour.
And I kept trying to talk to her, too.
And then she would just not want to respond to you. But yeah, we haven't seen each other since then. So how have you been doing since then?
Since
wait, that was literally 3 or 4 years ago.
Three.
Oh wait, it's only almost 3. Almost 3.
Yeah.
You don't make me feel really old.
It was almost 5 or 6
4.
years
Can you imagine
ago.
4?
Bro.
Oh, we're almost there though.
Woo! Wow, I've been doing good.
That's good. You look good.
You look great.
Mm-hmm. You look awesome. So I kind of want to actually go back a little bit before graduation and all that stuff. Where are you originally from?
New Jersey.
What part of New Jersey?
North, Brick City.
My mom was from Jersey. I don't know which part.
I don't think it's North though.
Oh no, probably not. It's
just
North.
somewhere.
Oh, in Newark?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah, definitely not from Newark.
How long were you there until you moved out down here?
I was there till I was 6, and then I moved here for a year, and then I moved to Pennsylvania for a couple years, and then I moved back down here for middle school through high school.
Okay.
I love Pennsylvania.
That's cool.
It's pretty tight up there.
Was there a part? Did you prefer here or Pennsylvania more?
Florida's nice, but all my family and the cultures up north, so that's one thing I miss. But Florida, I've learned a lot down here. My most effective years, I guess, to say, were from here. So my lessons and all that shit. So
right.
I want to say Florida definitely has a culture, but it's a very different culture. It's the kind of culture where East Campus closed down for the 5th time because of the elevator fire. The culture here is that everyone is.
It's funny because we're from places that things are pretty old down and rigid, but things still work. But over here, it's just
everything is new when it doesn't work.
Yeah. That's the perfect example.
So you said middle school. Where'd you go to middle school?
St. Cloud Middle School.
St. Cloud Middle School. How was that? How was that for you?
I was always in trouble. It was so much fun. I had so much fun. Because that's like the times where the only time you can actually get in trouble and not have really big consequences.
Oh my God.
So I was, oh my goodness, I had so much fun in middle school.
I was such a baby in middle school.
In St. Cloud?
Oh my God.
Really?
The
polar opposite.
So when you were in like elementary school, you know how the teachers have those things where it's like the green, yellow, and red, and if you were a good kid, you were on the green that day, and then the red if you were bad. Were you a red kid?
I actually in elementary school I was a green kid, but I don't know, puberty hit I guess. In middle school I was just like
straight to red. No, that was always
man.
like, you could tell like kids who were on the red in elementary school are like murderers now. Like they're just killing people.
Also, they had like, oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's like, you
know. So you were there. Was there anything that you did? Sports?
Up north?
No, in middle school.
In middle school. I did like track and field, but
stuff,
like
all that stuff.
middle school, like you're a kid basically. You don't really care about nothing. Well, I didn't.
And then in high school, but I remember in high school you did.
Yeah, I did a lot of sports in high school. I was trying to be in everything because I just wanted a shirt and to be in the pictures. That was the main goal.
Just to be in the yearbook as much as I could.
What kind of sports did you do?
I did football. I was on the football team, and I did track, and then I did weightlifting. And I was on the spirit team whenever they had that for 2 years.
Wait, what was the spirit team?
Oh my goodness, they tried it for 2 years. It was so much fun. Like we went to every game and we were all decked out in maroon and gold, and it was legit.
So you were the hype squad.
Yes, basically.
You need Chardonnay on the hype squad.
Yeah,
yes,
but they only had that for a year and a half, and then they just cut the program.
They said we gotta the funding's just not this year.
I think we met senior year, but we knew probably of each other around because of before, just people and stuff like that. Uh-huh. So how was that senior year like for you going into,
adulthood?
Yeah.
Senior year, I feel like high school is a joke, a big joke. They don't teach you nothing compared to the real world. Like senior year, you realize things are about to get serious, but you it's a joke. You joke around it's gonna get real serious soon, and it's just a joke. And then right after they just push you on, just I gotta go do this shit. Wow. But senior year was. I mean, I didn't really do it. I barely went to school senior year. I missed half the semester. To be honest with you.
I was sort of like that towards the end of senior year, especially there were days where I go to school. I'm like, you know what? I just want to do this today. I go back home. But that was towards only the last semester.
And I already had all my credits from my freshman year. I already had all my important credits. So I was.
Wow, freshman year?
Yeah, I already racked them up freshman and sophomore year. I already got the important stuff. And so the senior year, all you needed was the first semester of those senior classes. The history and all that stuff. And the rest of it was basically
What was your favorite class?
Miss Latour.
Dude.
I'm sorry, that class will always be.
What subject did she teach?
She's for economics.
Yeah.
And it was we barely did nothing in that class, but it was.
We did nothing. I just came every day with a new story. It's what y'all want to hear today?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Oh man.
My summer. I don't remember none of it.
This is the record broke. It's summer.
They listen to it.
What? I was working school. My freshman year of college.
So explain what was your first job?
My first job was Fun Spot.
Hey, so something we found out as soon as we got in here was me and Chardonnay worked at the same Fun Spot together for the same amount of time, but never had any idea who each other was or were.
I seen your face though. You work in food, right?
Yes,
I the tall. No offense, Slinky.
Oh no!
Your first Slinky.
There's one thing I am is Slinky. And this is the worst part over at a Fun Spot was the clothes I had to wear. Oh they gave me the shorts.
And they're so baggy on you. I remember seeing you in the arcade cooking or whatever, and I was like, it's just for skinny people.
It's tough, bro. It's tough. But she worked at admissions, and admissions was there was always the desire to want to be in admissions. Because one thing, some of them got chairs depending on which place you were in.
Yeah,
if you were, because there was 2 admission desks. There was one at the front, and then there's one by the go-karts. And the go-karts one had chairs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Downside was you were next to the go-karts, and those things were loud. Oh, God. That place was, like, totally garbage, but also, like, but it was the good kind of garbage, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. How was your experience while you were working there?
I had so much fun. I, like, broke every rule that they had placed in there. I literally had, people who take that job so serious. I don't understand, like, upper management.
Oh, my God. Like,
upper management, I understand, but, like, if it's just, like, your first job, there's no point, like, it's not, like, when you quit or you die, they're going to replace you. It's not, like, they're going to, like, they're like, oh, we can't find nobody like Chardanae. So I said, fuck that shit. And
what was the funny thing that happened while you were working there?
Okay, I think my memory sucks, but the one funniest thing that happened was when me and my friend, 2 things. I fell asleep on a ride. I was so tired one day, and I just, like, let that bitch go, and I was asleep.
You were running.
It was hot,
You were running a ride, and you fell asleep.
Yes.
What ride was it?
It was the tilt-a-whirl, so you just kept your foot.
Oh my God!
So you just kept your foot on it, so I just leaned back and got my foot on it, and we'll just go to sleep for a little bit.
You killed these people.
No one died. I woke up and they were fine.
How long? How long were you?
Like, one time I was out for like 5 minutes, but.
Oh my God! There's a thing that happens when a human body goes through that amount of G-forces for 5 minutes.
Kids are so, they're like, oh shit.
They came off that.
Can you imagine they came out of that? They're like, wow, this is great.
they came off that just like shaking.
My God. I don't know if that was greater.
And
great.
then another time,
I don't know if that was great or great. I swear.
My friend Reality, we were always doing some stupid.
Reality?
Yeah, her name was Reality.
Wow.
I call her Rio. We were always doing something so
My
stupid.
friend Reality, that's dope.
No, for real. She's a dope ass person. Like, she's in the army right now, but before she's still wild. But oh my goodness, we were always.
She's in the army. She's still crazy though.
We was always.
Don't give her a gun, but you know she's there.
We were with the bumper cars. Like, we were, me and her were working the bumper cars together, and every time we work together, there's always something bad happening. So one part of the floor stopped working at the bumper cars. So like, we were tired of pushing people because some things are kind of heavy. So we were tired of pushing people. So we got caution. We got a caution tape, and we just caution off that part of the bumper cars, and then the people would hit their neck on the
oh my God.
But like, he was just, oh snap, they were just started walking away, and then we were like, it's okay, whatever, just don't go on that side.
Oh my God.
And then so one time our boss came by, was like, what is going on over here? And we're like, that side doesn't work.
Who was it? Was it that ended up coming over?
Chris Rock. Yes, and you know the ginger, you know how he is. And he was like, "Are you guys trying to get us sued? Who thought that was okay?"
Yeah, so there was God, it was like once or twice a month you'd have someone fired because they did some stupid stuff while they were running
I'm
the ride.
surprised I did not get fired.
This was what happened. Is like this happened 3 times while I was in the breaker. So I'd be on my break, and then I see someone from rides come in, and they're all like freaked out. I'm like, what happened? They explain the situation. Then I see Jason come out of the office. Jason was our manager, and he goes, "Hey, go to my office for a second." Mm-hmm. That was your fired. That was as soon as you're out of here.
No, not even, because my first month working there, you know how many demerits I got? Like, I was in trouble all the time. I was late most of the time. I was doing something. I got so many demerits, and they're like, "Hey, Shauna, can you talk to me?" I was like, "Oh, well, this is a good run." They're like, "Well, this is just a little warning." And then I was there for 4 years. I was always getting warnings. I don't know how.
4 years?
Yeah.
I was there for 1 year.
Like sophomore year, like junior. No, I think the end of my sophomore year.
Wow.
Like, as soon as I was old enough to work, I was working. And I was working there, and then I quit, I think, like, last year.
Damn.
Like, officially, like, stopped working
there last
year.
It has its benefits because, like, getting people to cover your shift, like, the system they used, Oasis, or what was it?
Yeah, whatever.
It was just, like, you put your shift up there, and anyone could take it.
I called out all the time. I don't even care about that. Like,
but it was just, like, the whole place was so low budget and so falling apart. It was like,
if they only knew.
Have I said the fry stand story on the?
What is the fry
stand? Okay, so we have. I was in food and beverage, and they have this one thing called the fast fries stand. It is insanely small. It is like maybe like 4 by 4 feet. That's your walk. No, not even 2 by 2 feet.
You just stand there.
And it's like you make fries and stuff, and the fry oil was going really slow. So it was cooking the fries. It'd be like 10 minutes before they'd be waiting. I got a long line. So my manager come in. I'm like, "Hey, can you make these go faster? Like turn up the heat or something?" He was like, "Yeah, sure." So only one person can fit in that place at a time. So he does it. I go back in. Middle of the night, it's cooking. And like, I realize like my leg hair is singed. Like I can smell burning hair. And like I look at my legs and it's like, it was really cold at the time too. So I guess that's why I didn't feel it. But like the hair on like right below my knees was singed off.
Whoa.
I looked down. There were flames shooting out of the place where the fry oil was above. This is how they heated the fry oil. So you had, peanut fry oil in like a tray, and then underneath that tray was 2 exposed flamed like lit fire canisters just heating the bottom of them. And so what my manager did was went in there, turned the dials a lot, and it was just there was so much fire going at one time. It was shooting out the cracks and the crevices of the stand. It was, oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
I opened it up and it was just like, I was like, I can't work here anymore.
So what are you doing in school now?
I'm a psychology major.
Nice. And you say you're trying to go the whole 9
yards. Get that.
What makes you?
Yeah. So what makes you want to become a psychologist?
Well, I'm a psychologist.
I think you just like to talk to a lot of people.
Yeah, I talk entirely too much, and I like picking apart things, if that makes any sense. Like something you tell me, I'll be like, oh, and I want to know how people function. I want to know why you think the way you do, because I'm really open-minded, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm really open-minded, so when people aren't as open-minded as me, I was like, tell me about yourself.
No. See, that's very, very important, and I think that is something that a lot of people lack. And if everyone is like that compassion, that ability, that whenever someone does something bad, people are like, that guy's a jerk, and he's this. I'm like, no. You have to understand, why would he do something like that?
That's one thing I learned. Like, your first reaction to something, that's your subconscious. Like, that's what you're just known to do. But your second reaction is who you are.
Yeah.
So, like, you see a girl come in here, like, half naked or whatever, and you're like, your first thought was like, what the fuck why is she wearing that? But your second thought was like, oh, she can do whatever she wants. Go ahead, mess up the street. Go ahead, have fun.
Mess up the street.
So yeah, but yeah, that's why I picked psychology. It was either that or a lawyer, because I love arguing. I love talking too much. But I don't know. I like people more. I like learning why people do stuff.
Yeah,
like the crazy people.
Because lawyering would be definitely the opposite. Because you were still talking to people, but it's more like
you're going to jail.
I couldn't. I wanted to be a lawyer too, because Mark has a video of me yelling at him and my friend Aiden, like arguing with them.
Oh yeah.
And I have my stance. I go like this, and then I like cut my hands like this. I'm like, sir, the answer to what you're doing is.
And then the words come out. He's like, what is the logical fallacy?
Yeah, I'm like, idiot. So no.
I love doing that. I love when arguing, start throwing them big words. No, that's the
thing. It's like I use these words and I see Mark and he's just like, what?
Oh, that's my favorite part.
I gotta take a double take.
I was like, if I had to be a lawyer for like a bad person, I couldn't do it. I really couldn't. I would feel. I was like, if I knew this guy did something bad, I could not defend him. I would just be like, you're going to jail. I could, but I won't, because you're bad.
Oh man.
I don't want you on the streets, dog.
But that's great. So you're doing that in school now. So between Fun Spot and you leaving there, while you were at school, was there anything else that you were? Because I know you also do art. You like to do a lot of art.
Oh yeah, I do that. What was the question I had?
Just like what were you doing in between there? Did you was it like another job right after Fun Spot? Did you like immediately find something?
Yeah, I became an entertainer.
Okay. Yes. Cool. In Orlando?
I started off in Cocoa Beach. Being like a dancer or whatever, and then I went like everywhere. Like I've danced a lot of different places, like Atlanta. Miami, yeah, I've been to a lot of places, but it's not really like a stripper, cause I don't get naked. Like they don't make you get naked. I'm literally just sitting there looking cute with these cute little outfits on. I'm just like, and they just give me money.
Yeah,
I could do that.
Yeah,
I could.
Shit.
Just wear something cute.
Dress up as like the 30s sailor, just like.
Hello.
Why are my French? Hello. Hey,
it's a French sailor. With the shorts from Fun Spot.
Whoever you want, you can bring up any alter ego you want to do, and someone's gonna.
It's
someone's
your
gonna
dream.
love it.
It is my dream.
But
you come in swinging. Yo, a girl's on the pole. You start swinging with the pole.
Oh my god,
that'd be so dope.
That'd be so dope. Yeah. With my ultimate spider powers, I decided to become a exotic dancer.
You swing like that.
Exotic dancer.
What got you to do that?
My friend, she was doing. She's like, Chardanae, I don't know why you don't do it. I was like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. And she's like, and she
exactly the answer.
And she's a little short, a little more heavier on the side, and she's like, I made so much money. You could make way more. I was like, I don't know. Then so one night I was like, this is when I was like first starting to go, like, you know, my face was being known in Orlando, like when I first started going clubbing, I guess. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, the club, like the nightlife. I was like, And one time there's these drug dealers. They had a section. They had bodyguards and everything. Like they had diamonds and everything. I was like, wow. And they were like, come over here. And I was like at a club, regular club, like a Tier. I think it was Tier downtown. Me and my friend, we were just there, just having fun. He's like, come hang out with us. I was like, say less. I was like, I'm here with the rich drug dealers. You can't mess with me. Don't come for me. And I was like, they're like, oh, dance on my sister. Someone over here dance on my sister. Like, hey. And he started throwing money on me. I didn't pick it up because I, like, why would I do that? We at a club. And I'm over here like, and he's just making it rain. I was like, what is this? Whoa. What is going on? And then I hit up my friend like the night after. I was like, wow, I could be making a lot of money for just looking cute and dancing on people. And so I was like, so what clubs you work at? And so she was like, yeah, come with me, God. And the first night ever, I made like $600.
Damn, I wish.
And I only worked like from like 9 to 2. So yeah, so I made like $600. Like nothing.
9 hours
to 2.
Yeah, like not like, and I was like, what the freak? I was like, wow. I was like, no way. And then I was like, and I was making like $600 like every night I worked, and I barely worked. So I was like, dang, I'm bringing home, and there's no taxes, no nothing. So I was like, dang. I was like, and I was making so much money. I was like, Mom. I went up to my mom. I was like, Mom, guess what? She's like, what? And I just like I saved all my money, and so I was like, Mom, look, I just bring out this whole rack, and she's like, I knew it. Cause I lied to her saying I was bartending. She's like, I know you was a bartender. I'm not stupid. I used to do that too. I was like. So I gave her some money, like, here, Mom, whatever. And then after that, like, after I got more experience and started, like, dancing around and stuff, like, one night I made, it's nothing now, but, like, one night I made, like, $1,000. Wow. And I was like, what? I was like, oh, my God. And it's, no offense, but, like, guys are just so easy to, like, entertain.
No,
it's not even a lie.
One time, this guy paid me, I was at the bar, just, like, hanging out, just sitting there. This guy paid me $600. Just to sit there and talk to him about his life and let him massage my feet. Oh. He just kept passing me $100 bills. And I literally did nothing. I just sat there and act like I was interested with his life. And he was just massaging my feet. And I was like, damn, this is easy. But you have to deal with I know I'm trying to make it seem like it's an easy job to do.
There's a lot of harassment.
No, yeah.
But, like, some girls get stalked to gas stations and robbed. Some girls, like, get followed home. Some people get shot. Like, it's really hard. And it's like, you have to be careful. Like, I'm really good at, like, figuring people out and knowing what to do and what not to do in certain situations. But some girls are just really oblivious, and so they're like, they'll keep, like, my homegirl was just telling me a story how, like, she was leading this guy on, like, yeah, I'm gonna go home with you, because that's, like, everyone's favorite line, like, come home with me, like, whatever, just give me your money here. And then, like, we be lying, like, she was finished, she's like, yeah, I'll go home with you, and he was like, okay. And he waited for the club to close, waited, like, she was, like, one of the last girls out, and she got in his car, and next thing you know, he was blowing up her phone. She was like, what the fuck? Like, she wasn't really gonna go and be with this guy, and he was, like, blowing her up, following her, and at a red light, he caught her at a red light, and was like, roll down your window right now, and yelling at her, like, she never met this man before in her life, and he was literally following her, and she was so scared, she, like, ran the red light and everything, and tried to get out of Dodge, like. And the guys there, they'll be like, they'll get too touchy sometimes. You just gotta, like, walk away from them or get somebody, like, the bouncers.
Right.
Like, I love my bouncers. Like, the bouncers, you tell them anything, he did what? Get him out of here! Get him out of here! But, yeah, it's really, like, you have to be mentally able, like, capable of doing a job like that.
Maybe we could be a bouncer.
But they make a lot of money. Like, the floor guys that pick up our money, like, you'd be like, oh, floor guys, you tip them, like, $5 every time they pick up some money. They be walking out of there with a lot of money from just us just picking up the money. All they have to do is get down and just pick up our money for us. And I mean, it's so serious. They make a lot of money.
Okay, so first thing, get built. Second thing, become a bouncer. Third thing, kill Mark. I
mean, get built again. But also, that just goes to show you how much there's just stupid money everywhere.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
well, it's not everywhere.
If you're not making like money, and what I've learned since I started like dancing and stuff, there is so much money to be made. It's ridiculous. You know how much money? Like, for example, you know how like money goes unclaimed for like loans. Like, you know how you apply for like little loans and like scholarships and stuff. You know how much money goes unclaimed because people don't want to apply for like these scholarships and stuff like that. Bro, not even. Yo, you know, there's so much money to be made. People be like, oh, like there shouldn't be a reason why somebody is like okay, let me rephrase this. There's money everywhere. Like anything, you can sell anything to anybody. As long as you have the confidence, you can sell anything to anybody. There's money to be made everywhere. Like, it's ridiculous.
So what I admire about you a lot is you have a really good relationship with your mom.
Oh yeah.
Your mom is from Jersey or?
No, she's from Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
She's black, yeah.
Okay,
African
American. I love it. And so was your mom? I'm assuming all your confidence, because you have. I think the confidence a lot of people would love to have. Was a lot of that because of your mom?
Yeah, I grew up with like a single like mom, and like I'm the only girl, so I have like an older brother and a little brother. And I don't know, like, I guess I learned not to take no, like, BS from anybody through my brothers because they put me through, like, hell and back, I would say. So I know how to hold my own ground. And then my mom just told me, like, my mom was always an open person. So, like, her being open and she's crazy just like me. Like, it's just, the older you get, you grow into that. And I was just like, I like it. I just like who I am. It's just, I mean, like, the way I live life is, you only have one life. And life can be taken away from you from any moment. Like, you won't even know. It could be a car accident. It could be a good shot. It could be like an unexpected disease. It could be anything. So why are you living your life like in the shadows? I guess you could say, like, not being you because you're scared of what another person will think. Like, is the other person paying your bills? Is the other person putting you through school? Is the other person like feeding you? Is this other person that you're so like worried about their opinion? Like, what are they benefiting for you besides you sheltering yourself? So I don't know, man. If I were to die tomorrow, I lived a great life. That's how I put it.
But what's cool, what's funny is that while you're also in entertainment, you're also dealing with a lot more people. So what have you learned from all those experiences, even now, and doing psychology at the same time?
Yeah, that's one thing I love the most is, like, most of them don't know I'm a psychology major. So, like, I'm playing with their minds and they don't even know it. So what's it called? I just learned that there's a lot of different opinions. A lot of different people think a lot of different ways. I've learned that networking is really good. It's really good to be a people person, I guess. Because I learned, like, for example, I went to Aruba with my mom, and we ran into these older people that were having this little couples retreat, and they had this huge villa, and we were going shopping. And they, like, the two ladies had a full car, and they're like, we need to get a taxi. And my mom's like, want me to take you? Because Aruba's a small island. It's like, yeah, we live, like, right down the street from you guys, because it's super small. So they ended up, like, my mom ended up, because we had a car, and so my mom ended up driving them to their house. We helped them put the groceries in. And they were, like, doing this little cute book club. I love reading. So I was like, oh, I read, too. We were talking about books and stuff like that. And then I found out the lady was a professor, a psychology professor for some university up north. And I was like, I'm a psychology major. I want to become a psychiatrist. And she was like, if you need a reference, I will give you a reference. Like, let me know. Once you get more into your degree, let me know so I can help you pick the right colleges and to give you, like, the right steps to become a psychiatrist. So it'd be easy. Like, you seem like a good person. So, like, just little things like that, just, like, you being a good person, I guess to say, or like a people person can lead you a long way. So I know when I get further into my degrees and stuff like that, I know I have somebody to call. She gave me her business card and everything.
Yeah, networking and connections is more important than anything.
But entertainment, and psychology, I entertain a lot of men, so I can't really put that as like a general thing.
So, you and me are what, 2.5 years out of high school now. I'm assuming it hasn't been that easy either, because you honestly, what's great is you're really happy and you're really light and you keep everything as easygoing as possible. Was there any stuff in those times that you just felt, man, I don't know what to do?
Okay, so I moved out of my mom's house over a year ago, and I got my own apartment. And then I took a semester off of college, and I feel like that semester really, that's why I want to go the whole ride, because that semester I felt like I just woke up, went to sleep, went to work, just like, it was just like a routine. It's like I was getting in a slump, and I don't like feeling like, that sluggish. So I guess like not having something to look forward to. Like, you wake up, go to school, you get dressed, like you do stuff, like you have to do that, and then afterwards you're already dressed, so you're like, oh, what can I do next? Right. But like you just stay in bed until like 2:00 in the afternoon, and you're just like, oh, okay, let me eat, take another nap, and then go to work. Like, it was just like, I feel like that, like sheltering myself, I guess. And another hard thing since then was when I got robbed. My apartment did get robbed. I was in New Orleans, and I came back, and they took all my shit. Wow. Oh my goodness, they took my tea, and I just started decking out my apartment, because at first I was like, no, this is like my first apartment, so it's not like gonna get like super decked out. I'm gonna move into a nicer apartment and then deck that one out. Right. So, but I was like, because I had a game night, so I was like, let me deck the house, like my apartment out, make it look good. I just brought a brand new Samsung, like 60-something inch flat screen TV. They took that. They took all my designer bags, my designer shoes, my laptop, like anything worth the value, like my jewelry. But so I feel like that was like a really hard time for me. And then right after I got robbed, like right before I got robbed, like literally a couple days before I got robbed, before I went to New Orleans, I found out my dad had cancer. So
man, that's just a bad time.
Yeah. So oh my goodness. And then like my two best friends, which I thought were my best friends, ended up like choosing a guy over me, because I was going through a lot, and because I'm one of those people that like, even though I'm going through a lot, I'm always like that positive person. I'm gonna act like it doesn't affect me, even though like in the back of my head I'm just like, oh, but I always hope for the best, so I don't really try to think about it. So literally like right after I found out my dad got cancer, then I got robbed, then my two best friends, I thought one of my best friends was just like wishy-washy, so I had to drop them. And like after you get robbed, like, oh my goodness, I was so scared. I never slept back in that apartment again, but I was like the next couple days after I got robbed, I swear I thought somebody was watching me, because I don't know who did it. Like, I have an idea of who did it, but the cops never really found anything.
Did you get like reimbursed for all the stuff that was
I had insurance. That's one thing I've learned. Get insurance on everything. Like, if you have an apartment, if you got a house, get insurance. Like, that's why I wasn't mad about the stuff that was taken, because as long as I had pictures of me wearing it, or like it in my possession, I got reimbursed for it. But still, like, it's just then I knew it was personal. I knew it was somebody that knew me personally, because they took a painting. Because my apartment had like cute little paintings, and my paintings at the time weren't really worth anything. It was just like whatever. And they took one of my paintings, but they didn't take my dog. So they knew where to draw the line. They were rookies, and I had my rental car at the time, and I had the keys on my counter, because my mom was supposed to come pick up my rental because she needed to drive it. They didn't take my rental, and I was gone for a couple days, so they could have took my rental, took it to a chop shop, and got money for it. They didn't take my rental, so I knew they were rookies. They didn't take my dog. My dog is like my baby. Like, I don't have any kids, so like, and she's a purebred Pomeranian, and she's sweet. She's a sweetheart. I had her since I was in middle school, and so they knew not to take her. Like, and I had a cat. They didn't take. Of course, no one really wants a cat, but they didn't take. They picked and choose what they took, but they took like the stuff worth the value. But like other than that, like they took a painting. Like, why would you take a painting unless like you were trying to send a message or something? They didn't take my dog, so they knew where to draw the line. So like, I don't know.
But that also kind of like brings me to painting. You do a lot of painting.
Oh yes, I do that. Now I do. Before I used to doodle all through high school. I used to be in my notes just doodling stuff. But one advice I would give to somebody, I guess, was just go for it. Like, my art, people were like, why don't you sell your art? And I was like, no, I don't think anybody's gonna like it. I was like, no, I don't think it's good enough. It has to be perfect. I don't want to send it out there like da-da-da. And so like I was like, let me, like, dancing, like, I don't want to do that. Like, no one really wants to be I mean, hey, if you want to be a dancer all your life, then that's on you. But like, I don't really want to. So I was like, I'm making all this money, I might as well invest it. So I invested in some stocks. I have some stocks in the stock market. I'm getting a house next. Am I like ahead of the schedule?
No, you're like, pretty good so far. I mean, you were ahead. You were perfect. I was like, Moses, listen.
I'm getting a house next year, like a cute little 3-bedroom house that's gonna be under my name.
Very nice.
And so I'm making all this money. I was like, dang, let me start investing in myself. So I did the stocks. I started saving up for my own house, like renting an apartment. At the end of the day, you're not gonna own it. So I started investing into like saving into the house, and then I was like, I make art. I might as well like because art supplies are super expensive. Like the pencils, the everything like is super duper expensive. So I was like, you know what? Let me start investing in myself. And so I opened up a little Instagram page, and I was like, hey guys, I'm doing little paintings. So at first it was like kind of cheap, and they were like, oh, I'll get like a hit here and there. So I was like, the more I started doing, the more I started putting like more art out, more people started like, oh snap, like you're good. So yeah, so I just think at first I was so scared of like putting my art out, because it's like something you love, like it's something you do. You don't want nobody to tell you did a bad job.
Right.
So, but like I just went and did it, and I've been doing a really good job so far. Hopefully, my goal is to get like a portfolio together and then go to an art gallery and like present it and see if my art could. I'm doing my first memorial piece other than like on something next week, so I'm super excited about that. Nice. Yeah, even though it's sad, like some people died, but
what was the memorial for?
Some guys that got shot. He hired me to like where they put like, you know how they put flowers and stuff around like a certain area. Yes. He told me he wants me to paint for them some stuff, and I gave him a price, and he booked me for next week. So like the more I put myself out there, the more comes back to me. So it's pretty cool.
So now you're looking for a new house. You're doing paintings. You're still doing entertainment, and I'm missing something. And you're doing psychology.
Yes.
So there's a triple threat right there. You're doing so much.
You've accomplished so much in such a short amount of time, and it makes me jealous. And now I hate you. No, I'm kidding. I
don't even think of it like that. To be honest.
What is it? What's the word? Not aspire to be you, because I mean I have different interests in what I want to do. But you're very inspiring.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's the word. Because like I'm just like you really. This is right after high school. I mean, how old are you? You're 20.
I'm 21.
21. Buying a house.
Yeah,
that's awesome. That's so.
She's a real deal.
And
real deal.
I wanna have you on like a few months from now to see where you are, because I mean you're moving so incredibly fast, you know.
I hope it gets better.
That way, because like I'm sure you'll be the super duper famous everywhere, and then you'll be like, "No, guys, check out this podcast I was on."
No, I'm for real. Like I do music videos and stuff too. So.
Oh yeah. So would you make music or?
Ew, no.
Okay. To be honest, I'm the same way.
No, I don't do that. But it's so cool seeing like where you started. Like my first music video I ever did for somebody was for JB. You know who JB is? JB. For Fun Spot, like the.
Oh
yes.
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Bro, that guy, dude. I remember when we went to the Christmas party. Dude was drunk as a
what?
Drunk.
Bro, that was the first music video I did for him, and he paid me for it.
He does music?
Yeah. The first music video I did was for him, and then like the latest one I did, like just seeing the price difference, I charged him like $50. This one I charged him $400, I think, or something like that.
To just be in the video?
Yes. And like it's just so crazy how just seeing yourself change. My advice for anybody would be to be yourself, because there's so many people in this world. Someone's bound to accept you, so be yourself. Invest in your money, because the generation before us did a really bad job of doing that. So invest in your money, do everything while you're young, and also you're young, spend your money. You don't have to have everything together right now. It's okay just to spend it on something stupid. It's fine, because hey, either you die tomorrow or you're gonna die in 60 years. You better have some good stories. I'd rather have good stories than a lot of money. What else? And just go for it. Like I sell eyelashes too. It's nothing like too crazy, but like I was just like one morning I woke up and was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy it. Sell eyelashes. It's a thing now. So I went on AliExpress, bought a whole bunch of cheap eyelashes and was selling them. It was working. I made money from it, and it was I made a lot of money from just selling eyelashes. What else? Just go for it. Same with my art. I just went for it. What else do I want to talk I'm not really good talking about me. I like talking about other things.
Our next musical guest is an upcoming artist arriving here in Central Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, Ricky Bustamove.
Hoping that you falling, hoping that you coming. Hope I get a text or better yet, I hope I see you in my bed in the morning. Don't wanna fall in love if you're not committed, cause you're like me and somehow I dig it. When I'm with you I love every minute, but I'm not sure if you fucking with it. Cause physically I'm feeling all these vibes and I love it. I could spend my whole life with this girl, but like what if the person who I am, what I do doesn't cut it? Or what if she's just using me and only wants my money? I'm not supposed to know if she only wants my gold. Really hoping that she don't, hoping that she love my soul. I just hope that you falling, hoping that you coming. Hope I get a text or better yet, I hope I see you in my bed in the morning. Don't wanna fall in love if you're not committed, cause you're like me and somehow I dig it. When I'm with you I love every minute, but I'm not sure if you fucking with it. Can you give me signs? Can you just be mine? Can you be my prize like I'm caller number 9? I just wonder if you want me, tell me, Shawty, I'm just trying to be happy. I don't give a fuck about these other damn bras, and every time I'm with them man the feelings feel wrong. And even when we talking about we never talk long, but you're the kind of girl I could bring to my mom. Hoping that you falling, hoping that you coming. Hope I get a text or better yet, I hope I see you in my bed in the morning. Don't wanna fall in love if you're not committed, cause you're like me and somehow I dig it. When I'm with you I love every minute, but I'm not sure if you fucking with it. I'm hoping that you falling, hoping that you coming. Hope I get a text or better yet, I hope I see you in my bed in the morning. Don't wanna fall in love if you're not committed, cause you're like me and somehow I dig it. When I'm with you I love every minute, but I'm not sure if you fucking with it. Hoping that you fall in love, tell me if I am enough. Hoping that I am enough, hoping that I am enough. Hoping that you fall in love, tell me if I am enough. Hoping that I am enough, hoping that I am enough.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. If you have any questions or recommendations, you can email us at mtpower4@gmail.com. And find us on Instagram also at mtpower4.
Once again, I'm Mark Lopez.
I'm Thomas Olette.
And this was The Power of 4. You can download us on Spotify and on the Apple official podcast.
One take.